I just broke it this morning, which it hurt my heart. So today I figured we'd do something simple, something easy to follow, and I'm thinking more of a daytime look. I know a lot of you guys that watch me are just, in the beginning stages of, playing with makeup, and so I figured I wanted to do something that you guys could follow along with as well. You don't have to use the shadows or the colors or the products I'm using. You can use stuff that's, similar that you guys have. You don't always have to buy new products. So we're gonna start off with the eyes, and I've got my little Sephora Z palette here. So in this Z palette, I've got top row here are Anastasia Beverly Hills colors, and then I've got a few random ones here. I've got the Cosette, like the really beautiful purple color. I've also got this color from Itsy, but we're gonna stick with some of the brighter colors here to go with like a daytime bronzy look. Starting off, I'm gonna prime my eyes. I've got, of course, my favorite, what else? This is the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer, and I'm just going to apply it to my eyes, smooth it out. My eyes get hella oily, so this is perfect. It makes sure that my eyeshadow stays on all day, and it also makes the color come out a bit more vibrant. Then I'm using a flesh toned color to go ahead and set that. This is called Smarty Pants. It's from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. Okay, so that's all set. Now I'm gonna move on to just the really nice bronzy daytime shadow. Now taking this color here, this is from the Kylie Bronze palette. It's called Naked, that's the shade name. And I've got my shader brush, and I'm gonna go right from the inner corner to about, a third of the eye. So right there. Now I'm using a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to smooth out that edge there. I will be adding a transition color later, so don't worry. For my transition, I'm going in with this really pretty orange color. It's called Caramel, and it's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm also using a nice blending brush, and I'm just dusting off any excess. You really want to put this in your crease. It's going to serve as a really beautiful transition color for our bronzy look. So see how that looks just really nice and subtle? You don't want anything too drastic, so definitely pick like a caramel tone shadow or a light brown tone shadow, something that's similar but slightly darker than your natural skin tone. Now I'm going in with the color Topaz from Anastasia, and I'm gonna smooth this over the second half of my eyelid. And I'm also going right over our first color to just blend that in. At the end, you see how I'm just kind of bringing this color up? It's because I want to create a nice winged eye effect. Since I have hooded eyes, this helps my eyes to look a bit more open. And I feel like it makes the eye look a little bit more polished. See? So now I'm going in with my blending brush again, and I'm just blending out that transition. So we have a really, really nice blended kind of place where the eyeshadows join between the transition and the second lid color that we added. So now I'm taking the color Chocolate from Anastasia. I guess I seem to be using a lot of her shadows. Okay, so I'm taking my MAC 217, and I'm just kind of gonna go in on the outer part of my eye and lightly press this in, because I'm looking to just darken it up slightly. Not so much because this is a daytime look, but just a little bit. Really using a very light touch, and pushing the color in. See that like slight smoke out compared to this one that's all bright? And this one out here, it's very subtle. Okay, so now that we're all done here, I'm gonna clean up under my eyes with some makeup wipes and then we'll get started on the face. So you guys have got to check out this DHC Velvet Skin Coat. It is such a good primer. It's really good at smoothing out any, you know, pores, fine lines, and your makeup just really sticks to this very well. I will suggest that for your oily areas, you definitely want to set your makeup because this does not so much prevent shine, it's more of a smoothing primer. But I will say it is super bomb. Ooh, this thing just feels so friggin' smooth on my skin. You guys gotta check it out. Boom! So this foundation I've been rocking with for quite some time. I got it over the summer and I just love it. It's the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour wear hydrating foundation. It stays on for so freaking long and it just really looks beautiful after a full day of wear. After 8 hours, I mean, I think it just looks like so wonderful. You can make it matte. You can also make it look dewy if you add Fix Plus to it. You can do so many things with this. So I'm gonna add it to the back of my hand so that my skin, the body heat from my skin will warm up the foundation. And then I'm just going to apply some like this. I'm trying to do it this way because I feel like my beauty blender just sucks up so much product, and this would be a really great way to just save it, you know, so I don't have to spend my coins sooner than I need to. You also make sure if you're doing this, please wash your hands before you touch your skin because you do not want any breakouts. Okay, so now I've got my beauty blender and we're gonna pounce away. You guys, whenever I wear this foundation, I'm telling you, I get so many compliments on my skin. People always ask what I'm wearing when I post pictures on Instagram. So if you don't have this already, girl, you need to try it. So one thing that I will say about this foundation is that it actually can be buildable. So I like to add a light layer because I'm not really trying to cover up too much. I just have occasional pimples here and there. But if you do want more full coverage, you can get that from this. You can add more in different areas and it will still look flawless. All right, going straight into the Naked Skin Concealer. This is the color Dark Golden. Now, I was going to go ahead and use the NYX HD concealer, but I've recently realized that it actually causes flashback, which really bums me out. I was wondering why, if it was my setting powder that was making me have all this flashback, but I used it on my mom recently and she went out to a party, took pictures, and I was looking at the pictures and I was like, oh my god, like, did I do your makeup then? I was like, oh snap. It's actually the concealer. So if you don't plan on going anywhere where you're gonna be taking pictures, it's fine, but if you know you're gonna be somewhere where there's flash, nope. It will totally disrespect your makeup game. So I still like it, you know. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna use it anymore. I'm just aware, you know what I mean? It shook me. It really shook me. Alright. So I'm using this Maybelline Master Fix powder and I'm gonna set all those areas that I applied concealer. See, my little favorite is I love to just add it to this little cap and then I dip it in, dust off the excess, and then lightly press it. I'm not doing any baking right now because with the winter, my skin is just so dry, I end up looking like just dry crocodile skin. And That is not a cute look. Alright, so I feel like they gave me a really nice highlighted look, and I gotta set the rest of my face. So I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear powder, and this is in the color Deep Dark, or sorry, Dark Deep. Flip that around. So I really love that this powder is just so finely milled, and it really gives you just like a touch of color. If you're also looking for a low-cost dupe, Black Radiance has really great pressed powders. I use the color Ebony as a bronzer. I just broke it this morning, which it hurt my heart. But that's a really good drugstore alternative. Ooh. All right, so what should we do next, guys? We got a bronze.
We got a bronze.
So this is one of my favorites. I just like keep using this. This is the Tarteist Contour Palette, the collab with Makeup Shayla. I think they did such a fabulous job. And I love that they have just like the darkest colors for deeper skin tones, highlighters. The highlighters are bomb too. The blush is bomb. If you guys don't have it, you should definitely invest. So see how nice that contour looks? And I'm just really lightly adding it when it comes to my forehead, because this color is really pigmented and I don't want it to be too much of a contrast. And I love to suck my cheeks in to help me figure out where to add my bronzer. I feel like that just really helps. I'm going to highlight, and I'm using this Milani, what is it? It's their, the new highlighters. It's the color 03 Golden Light. And I'm using this little, if you can see it, it's so like blingy, I love it. The golden side, that's what I'm gonna use. It's actually really, really pretty. I'm not going to bring it down to my cheeks because I don't want to highlight any pores, but this is actually very subtle and really nice. Good for a daytime look. And for my blush, you guys, I am obsessed with this City Colors blush trio. I got it in my Ipsy bag, but this purple color, Blackberry in the middle, is everything. I'm telling you, it is everything and a half. And you see I'm gonna kind of blend it into my highlight up at the top to make it look really flawless. All right, so now that I've got my nice rosy cheeks, I'm gonna move on to lips before I go ahead and use my Fix Plus spray. That spray brings everything together. Now, to outline my lips, I'm using Urban Decay Conspiracy. Such a super bomb color, and I love that these just slide on so seamlessly. So I actually decided to bring the color on the whole lip. I just really feel like it looks so nice. And I'm also gonna bring in a second color because I love a good lip combo. I feel like you just can't go wrong, you know? There's too many awesome lipsticks and lip pencils in the world, so you might as well just combine them, right? And this is from the company Trusty. And what color is this? Oh, it's called Florence Fig. It's more of like a lip crayon. I'm gonna add this to the middle parts and kind of blend it at the outer edges where it meets the brown color. And then, of course, what would this be without my baby, the Fix Plus from the Prep and Prime line of MAC. I'm telling you, this thing will take you from powdery to dewy in a beautiful way. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this beautiful daytime look. I am so obsessed with it, with the bronze tones in the eyes, with the neutral-ish lips. It's just gorgeous. And I feel like my skin looks nice and glowy thanks to that Fix Plus. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, leave video suggestions for me down below. I love hearing what you guys want to see. And stay tuned. I've got some awesome videos coming up on my channel. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!